Hi, Larry Gaines, PowerCycleTrading.com. This video I want to walk through the ETF ARK, which is the kind of the innovative ETF that has a lot of the higher tech stocks in it, like Tesla, Square, Zoom, ROKU. So I wanted to walk through, and there's also a lot of buzz, a lot of talk about this particular ETF that Michael Burry, who is the Scallion Fund ETF principal, has a huge short position on ARK. So he was one of they made the movie about the Big Short. But anyway, looking at this is kind of interesting. I wanted to kind of review it. So you can see ARK here has huge major support. It needs to hold this 50% retracement coming in here about 115 and then down to this 113, which was this prior low in July. So if this breaks here, it's going to get a pretty big flush quickly down to the 618, the 110 channel, the 110 level here on that. And then there's this channel that if this breaks, this could easily push down to this prior low down here to about 107. But if we look at this, let's take a look at some of the holdings within ARK, and you can get a better feel for the momentum within this current ETF and see what that looks like to you. So the first thing is Tesla has about 11%, makes up about 11% of this fund. So let's take a look. So here's Tesla, and on the left is a weekly long-term chart, on the right is the daily. So you can see Tesla here has been under pressure here for the last 3 or 4 days. Now it's into a really key area here. This is the 200-day moving average, 50% retracement here. If this breaks, then it's going to be down to this 620 area pretty fast. So this is key. It needs to hold here this 50% retracement, which is the 200-day moving average. So be watching this 660 level on Tesla. If this breaks, watch out below, and also watch out for the ARK fund. Another big holding is TDOC, which makes up about 5.71%. So you can see this is a daily time frame. It's a volatility squeeze. It's about to trigger to the downside. Next big support will be 133. This is the weekly time frame on TDOC. It really needs to hold this 130. So what you can see is some of these holdings are at the low end of their range, and if they break down further, that's going to drag down ARK. Now if they hold here, you could get a pretty good snapback. So that's TDOC. Let's look at a few others. Now another big holding here is ROKU. So you can see ROKU on the daily time frame has broken this 200 day. So it broke the 200 day yesterday, came back up and still closed below it. Here's the weekly long-term time frame. So you can see this is a 50 simple moving average. So the support area in here is kind of this right where it is right now, 356. If that breaks down to 325 pretty fast. And then couple more that are big holdings will be Zoom and Square and Shop. So let's take a look at those three. So you can see Zoom here back on the prior. This is a monthly low, so it needs to hold this 343 on the weekly. Right here you can see major area of support. It needs to hold this 343, 344. If that breaks, that's going to be pushing down pretty hard. So this is 4.57% of it. Another big holding is Square. That's a 4.55%. So you can see it's breaking down here below this 21 period moving average. So watch out on this. If this support fails here, it doesn't really have any good support until it gets back down to about 247. So that would be momentum on it as well. And one more is Shop. So Shop makes up about 4.25% in the ARK fund, and you can see it too is on the lower end of its range with the volatility squeeze. So it needs to hold here this 1450-60 level. If not, down she goes. So just thought it'd be interesting to kind of review this ARK fund and these holdings and watch out for the momentum. Right now, the momentum on these major holdings are down. That can always change, but be aware of that and keep an eye on ARK. Hope this helps. Talk to you on my next video update.